I could
Well,
try to recap it.
I was gonna say, don't everybody all jump up at once to do so.
I had to go look at my notes.
Apparently, I disappeared.
All right. Give me one moment. All right. So what happened last time was we had been on the outskirts where our Fae went poof, disappeared. And then they were talking about the world and so forth with Kylor. And then everybody decided to make their way back into the city, where they had found out that the city was now under lockdown by uh, the magician people who are in control of the city because of apparently the sun appearing back in the sky had made all of them scared.
They
And
threatened their
then
job security.
one of us had wandered off by themselves, came back completely soaked. It was our little, it was our wonderful mage Traman who wandered off on their own, came back soaked, and we made our way to a tavern where Kyler sat by himself, and somebody attempted something at a different table. And Kyler literally pushed up the table as a barricade. Nothing happened, and then everybody went to bed. And then an altercation happened in another room where, as to say that a certain somebody was being extra paranoid and keeping like three eyes open when they were sleeping. That's pretty much all that I remember happening last session.
Does anyone have anything they would like to add to that?
Uh, Star was attempting to channel their inner other person, uh, which I think succeeded if I remember from the panicked screams, and then was speaking to Finn, whom is not here. And due to the fact that I was not part of that conversation in character, I wasn't taking very many notes, but I remember that it occurred. There was some talk of what we were going to do next, but we didn't. I don't know if we really hammered out any concrete plans.
And
Um,
my favorite part
but
about that is that
mm,
the person that wanted to go for one of the two concrete options is no longer here, which means the other option is now basically guaranteed.
Yeah,
mm,
they've mysteriously vanished in the morning.
how serendipitous.
Oops, I gave them the location that they should have gone. Where did they go? Oh no.
So yeah, now it's all about us just trying to figure out where, where are we actually going? Um,
It was basically we were possibly going to have a job as of today. Question mark. Depends on Anton.
mm. Oh yeah, Anton was going to reach out. Also, the mages and stuff have stopped working on the city. They have to kind of figure out what they're going to do next because the sun is back, and the waterways are becoming stagnant, if I remember correctly, which is like one of the big things because they're no longer circulating the water and it's already started turning green, which is just not good. Green water is bad, brown water is worse, but blue water is good. Well, kind of. Never mind.
Understood.
Um,
Antifreeze parish.
That's why I said kind of.
Oh man.
And now I think we just have to worry about the fact that now that the bottom line has been touched for the profits of of the mages in town, that we may have to worry about what they do next in this town if we choose to care. But I mean, we kind of do. This is where we've been hanging out most of the time, and this is where Old Man Meatstick lives. So probably and the Child Thieves Guild. So might be important to you know not you know yeah. Well, those aren't words, but you know what I mean.
What matters is that Taman doesn't actually accidentally let loose the fact that we did the sun things in public.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because if that happens, we are going to get ambushed, murdered, and well, maybe something will happen.
Are you sure?
Well, yes, something will happen.
Someone will die of fun. So if those of you, which is basically everyone here except for Fable, who took part in the recap, give yourself inspiration if you don't already have it.
Yippee!
Oh, cool. Another free
I
reroll.
get it back after causing problems last session.
Use your
I
inspiration,
already-
damn it. It's easy.
Oh,
did.
I already had inspiration. Yeah.
Give it to your owl then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Oh, it already had inspiration.
Gosh, dang it!
Give it to Fable then.
Hand
Oh
me
my
another.
Goodness
Oh, dang.
gracious.
You can have as many
Yeah.
inspirations as you have hands to hold them. So Fable, give yourself
Okay.
inspiration if you don't already have it.
I get an inspiration. Think.
Okay. Do. Fable.
I love this Just Kiss
Yes.
image of the tavern.
I mean, it is definitely a shape for a tavern, and not at all missing the kitchen. Sure. Yeah, it's great. Where am I? Map. At.
I'm
Alright.
walking in and out of my bedroom to the kitchen because I'm making myself something to eat because I'm hungry.
No worries. Fable,
Yes.
you had disappeared last session.
Indeed.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
You have to beat a 10.
Wisdom.
Oh,
Okay.
congratulations. You remember what happened.
Okay.
You remembered going in and someone's mic is picking stuff up.
Yes, that would be
I
mine.
almost
have that.
fucking wrote that
It
down.
was up way too loud, so my microphone picks it up because my headset is dying.
Okay, I'm going to turn you down.
There we go. I'm out of the area.
Okay.
We should be good now.
Okay. You remember a death stick dealer. You remember telling someone to go start a cult for the moon. And then you remember turning and just getting a sense, a direction of where someone might be. Because the moon reached down, tickled you because it's watching. And it caught that you started a cult for it and went, you know what? I like what you've done. I'm going to reward you. And thus, Kylor was found. But after you were in the hole, after it was collapsed on top of you and you dug yourself out with the shield of faith over you to give you some breathing room, you dusted yourself off and you disappeared. Everything around you went gray. And you looked around, there was nothing there. It was a very, very boring time. And eventually time passed and you got tired, so you laid down, sat down, however you wanted to sit or rest. And you close your eyes and you open them and you are sitting on the floor in an empty room. You can look around and you recognize this as Chuck's.
Okay.
There you go. You now have a token. It was really boring. Not a whole lot happened.
Okay.
I should ask, though,
I'm gonna move.
is there anything while in the Great Plain of Suck that you wanted to do?
I honestly, I'd probably just start thinking about ways I can keep spreading my cult. And I'd probably be talking out loud since I didn't think anybody was there.
Okay. Noted.
Hmm.
The sun cultists were there. They heard you.
Mar-
Well, good morning, Fable. It is good to see you again. It was touch and go for a moment, but it's good that you're back.
You touched me?
Only once.
Don't worry about it. Hi. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. We had a good day yesterday, I think. It was yes, it was a good day, from what I remember.
That's good.
Hmm.
Um,
Where is Finn?
Gone.
Oh, yes, of course. We are left unsupervised, friends. I do not know what we do now. All I know is
Yeah.
that is that we have to make sure that when they return, they regret leaving us so.
Kyler, you're at the bottom of the stairs. You can hear this.
This
I
is
was just
joke,
sitting
of
here waiting
course.
for you guys to wake up.
Yeah, Kylo is he had he was the first downstairs, so he does hear this. Yeah.
Anyways, now that you guys are awake, I guess we should head downstairs. I was just watching so that nobody comes upstairs. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Does
Kyler,
anyone know what we were going to do today? I forget.
something you have noticed. Kyler, you are very early to rise. Star is already up. Just as a note.
I sorry, I wasn't paying attention when you walked past. Morning, Kylo.
He simply nods, but he doesn't say anything.
Go yell at your mom, not me. Get out of here, cat.
Understood. I'll be right back.
okay, bye.
I'm joking. Sorry, that was a joke.
Oh,
Not actually just
what?
gonna go and yell at my mom.
Damn.
Oh,
No, Fable, you are downstairs now. This is good. This is good. Does anyone
why are
remember what
you all
we were?
by some chairs that don't have a table?
Yeah, this is where we sat last night.
What did you do to the table?
Last I saw it was on its side. I don't know what happened after that point. Anton,
I
what
ser-
happened to the table?
Anton looks up as he comes in. He's got a plate of eggs and diced potatoes, and he's pauses eating and chewing souls for a moment and goes, I had to fix the varnish because it hit its side. It's just in the
Ah,
drawing. And he gestures back vaguely.
that's fair.
No need to interrogate the poor man. Jeez.
I just have.
We have eggs and potatoes for breakfast if anyone wants any.
Yes,
I'll have some.
please. I haven't eaten in fuck, I don't know how long.
It's too...
Yeah, about 12 hours?
Everything. My memory's a little gray right now, but
Yeah, it's been 12 hours ish.
uh, Then yeah, it's been a while.
I suppose.
I'll take a double, please.
So we have a double, we have a single, and then points at Kyler and goes, "Would you like anything for breakfast?"
Keller contemplates and he'll just order like a standard breakfast.
All right. Anton shuffles back into the back.
I'm very curious to see what a standard breakfast is in these parts.
Currently, it's scrambled eggs and diced potatoes.
Nice.
Perfect breakfast.
Eggs and hash.
Pretty much.
Although I'm sure some people would like the other type of hash for breakfast. Am I right? I don't know. I'm sorry.
So long as I'm not working that day, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Never again. Why
I still
so
remember
much
those-
in the cookies?
Yeah, I still remember those cookies. Like, you did the math and told everyone not to eat them because they'd die.
And did they die?
No, that's because they didn't eat a full cookie after I told them that a full cookie was 120 grams.
Milligrams.
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
grams. Oh, fuck.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're
So that's
talking
where the
no milligrams of THC, yeah.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I fucking wish, man. I fucking wish.
say what you will about our friends. Some of them are not good at math.
Well, I mean, 28 grams is an ounce of weed.
Yep.
So
Yep.
each cookie?
Yep. It was very big cookies. I should clarify. It was about the
Okay.
size of my entire hand.
But still, though.
Yeah, no, they put a metric fuck ton. I was so mad because I walked away. I was the only one not high in that room. I walked away for like 10 minutes. I come back and they've already got everything made. I'm like, oh, how much you put in there? They're like, oh, we put in this much. And I did the math and I'm like, I'm sorry, how many cookies are you making? Oh, like 6. Huh?
Fuck. No, thank you.
All right, back to the game.
Yep.
After
So,
sitting there staring blankly at one another, Anton returns with a couple of platters. And he brings breakfast for everybody who requested. A double for Fable, a single for
At the
Kylo.
time that
Okay.
At the time we were waiting, I'm just going to move one of the tables to where we currently are, since apparently everyone has chosen the place without a table, and we kind of need one for eating.
Oh, that was
This
the
isn't
cookie.
I wish I
RimWorld.
could make I wish I could make the sound of something fucking screeching.
Also, Talal, this isn't RimWorld. We're not gonna like become suicidal because we ate without table.
I know,
Also be-
but
Yeah. Anyways.
yeah. By the way, Star does not struggle, despite being smaller. Well, I guess yeah, Traman is roughly about the same size. Star does not struggle in the slightest with lifting the table.
It's all about that center of gravity. All right.
It's all about leverage.
Anton gives you
So-
guys a little bit of time to eat breakfast before he intends to come over and let you guys know if he's found anything. So
Hmm.
you have a couple minutes.
So, Kylor, well, what was up with you before you showed up?
Keller just gives them a look, and then he goes back to eating a little bit of his eggs. He takes a moment before he actually responds. Surviving.
Yeah, I get that. Although, I guess probably different because I was hurtling through space. But, how, like surviving what? Like, just the wilds? Just needing food? Like, what's up?
Kylor finishes his breakfast before he speaks again, and he does it. He does eat pretty neatly, but he also eats very efficiently to get it eaten as quickly as possible. He also knows that when he eats the larger objects, he just literally puts the whole thing in his mouth.
You notice Star doesn't eat anything
as
or
he
drink
puts it,
anything.
as he finishes, he pretty much places his hands on the table, and he says, "Imagine living in a place where, unless you were like everyone else, you were suspected to be a traitor.
Oh. See, they just locked me in a tower when that happened.
Perhaps once I get to know you more, I might tell you more about where I'm from."
That's fine. I was just curious if you needed anything like, I don't know, protection in case people showed up or something like that. Because you said surviving, but I wasn't sure if it was like, city surviving or like wilderness surviving. Judging from what you said, city, but
I am quite capable of taking care of myself.
that's fair. But I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff around, considering, uh, teleportation casually throughout different planets. The fact that you're here, despite the fact that you were a completely different area, you know, weird stuff. I figure, you can handle yourself, and then maybe also we can help each other. Of course, only if that's okay with you.
So is this how Tremon eats? Dumb dudes.
Yeah, just the fucking Goku, just oh.
Essentially, yes. Tremont is eating as fast as possible, but not with this, but making sure to use silverware. Like by the time you guys have finished probably a quarter of your plate, Tremont's plate is empty.
Yeah, that tracks.
Tyler kind of just shrugs. I have
That's
no
fair.
intention of remaining in this city. I think we should also start thinking about making ourselves scarce as well.
Well, as far as I was aware, we were seeing if Anton has jobs open. Looks over to Anton.
Even if he does, these magisters I have heard of that control this city will be trouble for us at some point.
Yeah, but this place is established by a god, and we currently have connections with the underworld, so we're probably fine for now.
As much as I wish that I could say it is indeed established by a god, do recall Chuck is dead.
We do recall, I'm pretty sure he's not, but we'll get to that some other day. Then again, he might be stuck somewhere, but
You
whatever.
just told,
Hey,
you
Lovey.
just you just told a guy, yeah, pretty sure your husband's actually alive, but you
Yeah,
know,
he just kind of stares for a moment, jaw slowly hanging lower and lower. Then he goes, "What?"
I thought we had this conversation. If your abilities still work, it means that his power still exists, and if his power still exists, that either means that he's coming back or that he never died in the first place. It's kind of how gods work, usually.
Not always.
I said usually. That or somebody is inheriting their powers, but considering there's so many of you with the powers,
he's
oh
just
yeah,
walking away.
that's fair.
Comes up with another untouched bottle, works the cork out.
I thought we had this conversation, but yeah, that's fair.
Now, dude, not to be mean, but that was rather rude to tell a man his husband is likely alive. Like the implication of that is it is very rude.
I mean, would you not be happy to know that your loved one is alive?
Not if he's been gone
Do
for
you have
25 years
proof
and has not
that they are?
contacted me.
No, I'm saying probably. Did I not say probably? I swear to God, I said probably.
Then it is
I
better
said-
to not. Then it is better to not say anything if you are not assured.
Mhm.
I love that. I said maybe. That means I'm cleared of all wrongdoing, right?
He just
I'll
sits
take
down on
that
the
in mind.
stool. I guess
Kyler gets up from the table and he actually moves over towards Anton.
Anton's like,
Any luck on your end?
Anton's just like got an elbow on one knee, head in one hand, and just periodically sipping from a bottle of what is probably wine. He goes, "Sorry, what? Can I help you?"
You were looking for work for us.
Yes, sorry, I've been a little, thrown for a loop here.
Guys, there's more people in here that talk about gods.
Taking no personal responsibility. Wow.
He goes, well, what kind of work are you looking for? Are you looking for above board, below board? What, I put out a call for a meeting of our own. Our own being the proprietors of the Chaksa across the lands, those of us who still have working mirrors. I haven't heard back from everyone yet, but we are going to have a get together. And then he pauses, and he's kind of straightened a little bit in that he's no longer like slightly slumped to one side, braced on an elbow and wrist. And he gestures vaguely with the hand that isn't holding the bottle, as if he's searching for the words, and then drops his hand onto his lap and heaves a sigh and goes, "There's some very serious things that need to be considered. Doubly so now that you think that Chuck might still be out there somewhere."
I mean, so's the moon, but hey, c'est la vie.
The moon is not a god. The moon is a problem.
There's not really too much of a difference between an evil god and a good god. Just depends on which ones they like more.
If... Then he pauses, and he hems and haws for a moment, and then he goes, "What are your plans? Because I can absolutely send you off to go and fix Joe Schmo's windows from when everything fucking broke. Or I can try and help you chart a path that will get you closer to what you want to try and do. But I need to know what path you choose to take."
Just,
Kyler
um,
sits there for a moment and he's contemplating before he responds. I cannot speak for the others here, but I wish to return to where I'm from, and from what I understand, in order for me to do that, I have to fix your current orbital problem.
Aye,
Points up.
Liester's typically dimensionally locked from outsiders.
Man.
And yet I found myself here.
Yeah, that's the moon.
Yeah, that does not bode well.
I was in a jungle, escaping from my kin, went into a hole, and suddenly I had somebody trying to climb into my hole, despite me hissing at them to potentially warn them that maybe going into a hole, he turns his head sideways slightly, that is hissing at you is probably not the best of ideas.
That was
This is
kind
very
of weird.
interesting. Very interesting.
I'm just glad it wasn't a gas leak.
My ultimate goal is to return to where I am from and deal with my problems there. Because I doubt that what kept is bringing me here will keep them delayed for long.
As for me, my goal is just to, well, I suppose I have a new one actually. And yesterday I saw someone, and it was not a hallucination as it usually is, or someone who may or may not be there. It was someone I know, someone familiar, someone whom is here. So I suppose my current goal is to help everyone else out with what they are doing and keep an eye out for their traces on my way. A wizard with a missing teacher. That is familiar story. Hmm. But also, Star, weren't we looking for one of those terminal things that Finn was
I
looking
was
for?
gonna get to Finn's last because Finn isn't here right now.
Oh, okay. I do not know. I figured that helpful. I don't. Okay.
Yeah, no, appreciate it.
Speaking of missing comrades, is it common for us to randomly disappear?
Generally, no. It's
Happens
mostly
all the
Finn
time.
and Fable that do it. We've noticed. I attribute Fables to Fable. I'm not quite sure what Finn does, but I can mostly vouch for Finn because I know what they are, is the best way for me to put it, which I'll get to later after, if you don't mind, Fable, you explaining what you want to do right now. Fable?
Um, Fable stops and pauses for a second and says, "You know, there's something that's been on my mind recently." Um, and he pulls out a leaf from his backpack and he shows it to this to
Anton?
what's his name? Anton. Thank you.
Yeah.
And he shows it to Anton. And he says, I was told that this is a map to Seaside Hollows. I don't know really what's waiting for me there, but I do know that I need to get there.
That's fair.
Oh, yes, he needed to find Fairy Queen, I believe.
I thought so. Of the, was it the Autumn Court? Unless that was bullshit that you brought up, because I'm sorry,
I love how you guys remember my backstory better than I do.
Oh no.
This is
Yeah,
why you write it down somewhere.
What do you mean write it down? I don't have it.
The worst thing is that I actually do take notes,
Uh,
and it's still this shit.
I'm the only one who
Oh
doesn't.
my
and
god.
I remember shit longer than I should. Get me in.
Dude, if the party
No,
ever comes across a
my
puzzle, let
God.
everybody else do it.
No, you- Okay, you want to know the fucking kicker out of this? In
Go
my
for it.
notes document, first page, second paragraph, highlighted in green. I am also attached to the Autumn Court in the Koken.
Yeah.
Oh my
Highlighted. Even.
Reason I'm here? Yeah, sure. I remember that. Totally.
Yeah. I exist. Wait, what? What were we talking about again?
Oh my god. I'm so glad I didn't take that second hoot.
Okay, let's go buy more death sticks. That'll help.
Right though.
You guys know a dealer. I'm just saying.
Honestly, don't do it. It's very gray. Anyways. But yes, no, just yeah, out of character because I don't have the map on me. The Kogan is part of Liestar and not part of the
It's
the
to the right
Feywild, right?
of the map.
Correct.
Okay.
It's
To the east of you
above.
guys.
Yeah, to the east.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have to get to the Kogan. This is somewhere, I think, in the northeast. No, maybe.
I just
It's
pull out
somewhere
my
in the
map.
Kogan, I think. Do you?
The autumn The Autumn Queen has another home in the west of the Kogan along the seaboard.
Yes,
That one I know.
I've got that one too.
Okay, good.
Thank you. No, it just took me a bit to reread everything. Um, but yeah, my actual memory is shit.
I'm looking through my notes and I just control F Kogan for Kogan. The first one I get is the one I just said, and then there was a meme that we said that I was like, I need to make a note of this, and it just says dragons fuck carriages in Valestis, far to the north of the Kogan.
It's called the Mayfill Ruins because, boy howdy, they may have been filled.
Uh,
I missed
um,
that part.
it was directly after us turning the source material books for D&D into
Yeah.
Right. Okay. No, that makes sense because my brain was still on that shit. Um, but yeah. Uh, so yeah, pretending like I know who I am. Um, yeah. So this map, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, it's. I love how I said northeast and then I go down and it's actually on. It's on the west side of the Kogan, I believe. Do you have anything around that maybe that takes us near there?
I can find you a passage on a ship to get there.
All right. But that is just my own personal goal. At least one of them.
does anyone else have anything more pressing to do?
I mean, mine isn't really pressing because I mean it can last for as long as it needs to. But technically me and Finn can both well, I wouldn't say we can just do it, but we have the I guess qualifications to fix Anweir and get them running at some point. So then the rest of the ship might fix over time, but that's not like,
I
it's
mean,
something
that
we could
does.
just do.
What
That,
is Anweir?
Technically the thing that fixes the rest of the ship is the best way for me to put it. Also one of the local gods.
I don't think Anwar
So,
counts as a god, technically.
yeah, I don't think so either, but Finn calls themselves essentially a follower of them, so I'm just humoring the concept there. But yeah, Finn mostly wants to do that. I'm kind of tagging along because that bit would help me out. Because I'm kind of similar to Kylor. I kind of need the ability to go places. And fixing the ship would fix the ability to go places. Planar travel, etc., etc.
Correct me if I am mistaken from our earlier conversations, but I am under the impression that a good number of folks, the leaders of this city in particular, do not care to have the gods returned.
You are
Correct?
correct. Because that is their job to replace them. So they will be out of money and pretty angry.
Then it would be a good idea to keep it, such such words, if you're going to vocalize them, if in public, very low.
This isn't really public.
Oh, trust
It
me.
is the main room of a tavern.
Yes, but Chuck's is special. We cater almost exclusively to adventurers, of which there are currently, to my understanding, maybe a dozen on all of Liestar at this exact moment.
So what you are saying is that individuals like us are considered more like elite, versatile agents that are rare.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Some 25, 30 years ago, And spanning back from there, we used to get a lot of adventuring folk coming through, to the point where Chuck's became a prominent chain of establishments. And seeing as we sent adventurers out to pillage and plunder all sorts of nasty dragon caves and the like, going on adventures, then they would come here and spend most of their coin on equipment and upgrades and the like. Most of the Chuck's franchise is fairly wealthy, so we've managed to keep most of our locations open, even 25 years after.
I have a question for you, Anton.
Hmm.
So were all of these things coming from? Because as far as I'm aware, there's limited resource, like dragons and stuff like that, for the adventurers to go, I guess, loot. That's
Same
for me to put
places
it.
as the adventurers, most of us could figure. The moon, we're getting bored and just plucking them up from elsewhere.
Does that mean the moon is the greatest proprietor of Chuck's?
Don't even get me started on that.
Herman
It
once
doesn't
again just
matter
turns
if
to
the
Star.
moon is the greatest proprietor or not. If the moon is preventing me from going home, I will deal with it.
Look,
Oh, I
we
think.
would probably like the moon if it didn't regularly, every 5 or so decades, send a whole bunch of things out to kill us all.
Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, doesn't that mean we only have 2.5 decades?
I don't know. Because the
Well, I
moon,
mean, if the
theoretically, the moon was supposed to have been killed, 2.5 decades ago. Because it stopped working, adventurers and you lot stopped showing up. And,
but now we're showing up again,
now you're showing
unless
up again.
something replaced the moon.
Whatever it is, if it
Did
did,
you-
I'm hoping it's benign.
Didn't you three tell me, with the now missing other,
Ben? Yes.
that the last attack happened fairly unusually recently?
Unusually recent. Also, I hear an alarm.
Yeah, something's alarm's
I hear it too.
going off.
I'm trying to find the damn thing. Where is it?
Sorry, I'm very distracted.
There it is.
It's the same alarm my roommate uses, so it's really weird.
Yeah.
It's a good alarm. What are you talking? It's good. It's a good
Wake up
alarm.
to that every morning.
It was
Choose
hidden
something else.
underneath my timesheet.
Underneath your time machine?
I'm sheet.
Timesheet. I work at home.
I still just heard time machine. I'm sorry.
Time,
Oh, goodness.
space, sheet.
Ah, timesheet. Gotcha. I'll get there
The
eventually.
alarm I used to wake up with, and it wakes me up instantly. That's why I have it.
Nice.
There. I have my radio set to maximum volume, which is how I wake up instantly. Because I shit myself waking up. I'm like, oh fuck! And then I'm awake.
Anton lifts a hand and waves it vaguely, and then gestures towards Kylor and says, "Where are you from? Like, what is it called? What's the continent? What's the world called?"
For real.
Ah. I know sometimes you can get there through the Feywild. So, if anybody could figure out a way to get through the dimensional lock that's supposed to be on this world, it would be the Fey. And they're mostly in the Kogan.
It seems like our first stop will likely either to be the Kogan or to fix the thing that's supposed to fix the other thing that Star
I would
here
recommend
wishes to
moving
engage
first.
If I were able to vote, I would say fixing the ship so that those of us who stay here don't fucking die would be fantastic. But that's only if I'm allowed to have a vote.
Of course,
That's
you're
fair.
of course you're allowed to have a vote. You are one. You are the one who is helping us find these find things. Frankly, you've been very helpful and have been very non-judging. So of course you get a vote. You're like
I have a
unofficial part of
question.
team. You're like our you're like handler. Like
Well, this is a Chuck's, of
Yes.
course. We see all kinds of weird folks through here, or at least we used to, so.
Well,
No
if it
judgment.
makes you
Yes.
feel any better, just from the random bits and bobs I've heard from Fable and from Finn, it sounds like what the moon does is it waits till you reach a certain level of society again before it starts whatever. So it would probably just kind of sit there indefinitely until, y'all it fixes everything.
Yes, but if the mages aren't doing their part, and all we have is a sun baking
Hmm.
us.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I more mean that from what I'm understanding, maybe the moon and Anne were both kind. Well, no,
Your
I don't know.
mages
Can the moon?
competent.
Our
I mean, the
mages
Alright.
mages are competent. They're just greedy.
yes, they're greedy arseholes.
All right, I have vote. I say we put to vote. Vote number 1, go to Kogan. Vote number 2, we go look for terminal to go find thing Finn wants, and we poke around at it and see if we get it working. If not, we wait for Finn to come back. It should not be too long. It's
I
probably
will not
it's.
vote until after I've asked my question and got an answer to it.
Oh,
So
I
what is your
apologize.
He
Then.
looks
question?
towards he looks towards Star directly.
Yo,
Do you know where this machine that can fix the other can fix the ship is located?
I mean, as long as I didn't break it.
That isn't an answer to the question. Do you know
If
where it
it's
is?
if it's working, yes, I know where it is.
And if it isn't, then you do not, and we would have to figure out where.
Then we would well no, then we would walk there and it would be broken and it would have been a waste of time.
We know where potential for one is. It may
Yep.
be broken. That is
Well,
that
I
is
mean,
thing.
I don't know. It's been a while, as far as I can tell.
So I wish to ask this question to you residents who were born and raised here. Just so I am understanding correctly.
Anton
Your
looks at Kogan.
gods, he uses the air quotes with his fingers, are apparently machines that maintain your ship.
I wouldn't say they're gods, but two of them are. Yes.
Some of them decide
Alright.
to take it up as a side hobby. That's what the sun is.
Then my vote would be to repair the thing so that we can continue to not die so that I can return home.
I'm okay with that. I just didn't want to be selfish and say to go for it.
All right, we have plan. When do we leave? Oh, sorry, Fable. I've been kind of I've bowled over you. Is it
I mean, that's 3 to 5, anyways. If Fable and Finn were both voting against it.
It's true. And as
I
current
mean,
leader of Pod,
I do vote for the Kogan, but I mean, I'm outvoted, so
I mean, if the water works, we can get to the Kogan faster rather than praying.
oh, this is true. We can yes, waterways will water currents will open back up, and if we can get the wind back online, ships will work better, like with sails. I think.
right.
Plus, I mean, if it doesn't pan out, I do recall something organization that you were making would also probably, would be a way to bootleg that quick up. I fixed the ship. Yippee!
Very true.
So yeah, I guess that, Anton.
Right, so it sounds like you don't actually need me to find you a job.
Nope.
Because you're.
I just wanted money so that because we have to go into the under to get to it, and I'm not sure we have the supplies for that.
Well, we can provide you with food and the like. If you need it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think you. Well, I mean, I don't know if you will provide us with, as an example, weaponry, ammunition, things to prevent us from dying in agony. For free, I should clarify. I imagine you would if we had money, but that's the thing is we don't have money.
We take
I would
trade and
also
service.
I would also think that if we wish to create an alibi so that we do not advertise what you are doing to the powers that be, who would rather keep their money, it would also be a good idea for us to do random odd jobs not related to our main task, just so that we can use that as a convenient excuse should they
Oh,
decide to come knocking.
oh, I get it. Like we take Star gives location, and we see if there are any odd jobs in area. So we take that odd job. So instead of just seeming like we just left town to go in a specific direction to find specific thing, it looks like we went out of town to do strange odd jobs, such as going to check out abandoned farmstead, something like that. Is that what you are thinking?
Correct. It's
Hmm.
called covering your tracks where I'm
Mm,
from.
it is very smart.
Misdirection is something I am very experienced with, you shall say. Where I'm
Hmm.
from, I am what I would be considered a scout.
Oh, well, that will be useful.
All right. In that case, I've got a package you can run to Adun, which used to be the capital in this area.
Star, does that sound about correct? That area?
I need to pull up my map.
Pulls out the map with all the scribbles on it. No, that seems right.
Because over here, and I gestured to the little yellow mark that Finn and I put on the map, is probably where it should be. I have a vague idea of what it looked like before all of this went down, but
It is all right. It is very close. Yeah.
are
We can
you
get there in
using
one
the
movement.
corresponding? Yeah.
No, I am not. It is a joke.
Also, if we're heading to a dune, then I mean, it would be a little bit closer, I guess.
Dune is here, it looks like, and our objective would be here.
Yeah,
So here is thing. We can be very good at getting lost. We forgot to make turn, and instead we drifted left. When
I
we
would maybe
found out,
recommend
we
that on
found
the
the
way
right.
back though, because they might be needing their package, and it'd be kind of sad if
Mm.
they didn't get it.
It would be a good
That is,
idea for us to go here first, and while we're
Yeah,
there, we look for additional work that potentially leads us to the west. That would be
yeah,
it would be much easier for us to convince these magisters and mages that we were not responsible for reviving the gods if we happen to be going in different directions. They'd be in the vague area rather than directly towards it.
that's probably smart.
this is good plan.
Anton, is the package like timed or anything like that?
No, it's a
Fragile?
book. And you notice as you turn to address him, Anton has been squinting thoughtfully at Star for about 2 minutes now.
Yes?
Oh, no, just I don't know that it's any business of mine at this moment, so I think I'll let it ride for now.
Ride or die, I suppose.
I just find it
Oh,
interesting that you keep saying uh that you know what they looked like in the past when I'm fair
yep,
certain you landed in a tower.
yep.
Hmm.
I would ask Monty for that. All I know is I'm an avocado.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
It's a lot of strange things happen to us. For example, I know exactly what Chuck looks like. I shouldn't, but I do. Very
Yeah,
nice
I do
looking man.
too, I
A
think.
DMOC question.
mhm.
How many miles is each one of these hexagons?
Each hex is 1 day travel on foot.
So it looks like, and Keller's looking through this, and he's pretty much,
I think. Let me double
see
check.
if I can drive. Let me,
Mm,
here we go. Here's the
yep.
line.
Wagon is 1.5 hexes a day. Horse is 2 a day. Boat is 2.5 a day. And flight, if you ever get to it, is 3 hexes a day.
And what about land
So,
boat?
No,
so
that counts as
before,
walking or wagon.
Oh, okay.
How dare
this,
you?
this looks like to be a 4-day travel, so we would need to be prepared for that.
Well, that is unless we get the boat.
With what
If we get
water would
if we
move?
get boat, well, we,
With
we
the
have oars. We get boat. We go. Choo.
I would much
No,
prefer to keep my tail firmly on the ground. Whilst I
no,
can swim, probably better than anyone else here,
No,
I
probably.
do
I think
believe.
I haven't tried.
Well, the boat I would be calling for you all is currently in the Exel Isles, so it's not going to be anywhere near us for a couple of days at least.
All right. It was suggestion. Get canoe, rowboat. Never mind. Uh, Sorry. Continue with conversation. I interrupt. I apologize.
So this brown area between here and the dune, what is this?
Anton kind of looks around and then points at himself like, you asking me?
He's asking everybody.
I have no idea.
looks at
It is,
Anton.
never been there.
Well, what kind of terrain is usually about that color?
Wasteland?
would
No, not
assume
wasteland.
tan.
Plains? Plains?
Plains.
Sand? Maybe sand?
It's
No, it's
it's
beach.
scrubland. It's sandy scrubland.
Sending. What kind of creatures usually make their dens in places like these, if
Well,
any at all?
depends on if there's any alive. Because the further you get out from certain towns, the less atmosphere there is, less breathable atmosphere. And there's areas where the gravity's kind of fucked as well. Though, now that we have a sun, I'm not sure how that's going to pan out. With any luck, Tenterni agrees to join the meeting when we hold it, and we can get some answers.
When is this meeting being held?
2 days from now.
Tyler looks to the rest of the group. If we wish to wait for the boat, it would also give us opportunity to wait for this meeting to occur, so we can possibly get some additional answers. If traveling out in the wilderness, like on foot, or, well, in your case, on foot, would be too dangerous for us to make the trek, it would be safer to just wait for a boat.
I think it is relatively safe. Last time we had ventured out, it was pretty fine. I mean, aside from the fact that we have to wear the oxygen bubble. Um, but other than that, there was really nothing alive except for one man who we assaulted within a home he was sleeping in. He did booby trap a door, so we kind of reacted poorly to that. Nice man, very nice man. But
He
what I am
held you
saying
at
is,
knife point.
yes, he was, yes, we broke into the place he was sleeping, and he was alone, and we had 4 people, and then people proceeded to beat him. What I am saying is that he was a good man. In any case,
What was his name?
nothing's Robin Dubank. He's
No shit. There
very
ain't
nice.
been a Robin de Bonk in 2.5 decades. You're telling me
No,
someone's
he's
claimed the name?
Oh yes, yes. He specifically one sec. He specifically said, uh, Tremont reaches into his robes and pulls out a notepad. He said, "If I am ever in sewers of Pratt, maybe Pratt. I think Pratt." He said, "Call out really loud for Robin, and someone will come to get me." So really, I have contact in Pratt. He seems very nice man. I mean, maybe contact. He may kill me, but he seemed like a very nice man. He was very nice, very kind.
Something I should probably mention to those of you who haven't been here for very long, gestures towards Kylor. It says, there are a few names of power. People who have those names, they're not quite a reincarnation, but they're it's difficult to say. They're an inheritor of the combined gathered power of everyone else who's had that name. They're like a local hero for wherever it is that name has sprung up.
Oh, and you are saying this
Fucking
Robin is
colored
one of them?
man.
Robin de Bonk is one of those names. Sorry, I went a little Australian there for a moment.
No, right,
Say
mate.
that, mate.
Someone says
Same
Australian.
brain
we all
cell,
have-
same brain cell.
Bonk is one of them. There's a couple others. Adan, as an example, was long believed to just be a code name that a series of thieves took until somebody manifested with enough belief in that name, and they became a little bit of a low-key deity figure.
Does that mean that technically somebody could claim the name Chuck?
I don't know if Chuck counts as a name of power, but it might. I know none of us have tried it.
It seems kind of relative common-ish name. I suppose is what.
How
Chuck seems.
exactly would you try such a thing?
I don't actually know.
Hmm.
I've never done it.
So until I'm told otherwise, I will assume any area that is at least 2 days away from any of these marked locations isn't really habitable.
Most monsters and the like, they kind of died off when there wasn't anything to eat, when the food failed and all you could get food from was in cities that had the mages and the clerics of foreign gods who could still cast and draw on their blessings to produce food, even if it tasted like shite. But nothing grows. So unless it's something that doesn't need to eat, it's probably dead.
Hmm.
Because of this weird, strange world that you have, do undead exist here?
Oh yes, the kingdom of Atil is almost exclusively run by the undead. Naboria as well, but at least Naboria, they're... How do I put this in a way that does not make me sound crazy? Atil is power hungry. Naboria is a place of learning and surprisingly friendly. They
The
understand.
name amuses me.
I think they named themselves that deliberately to make themselves seem more ridiculous, less threatening. But people in Naboria, the undead who run it, they understand the value of life as not just a consumable resource. And shortly after the gods died, they put out word that they were willing to send their undead to work the lands and the like, to try and mechanically replace the labor that might otherwise be done by mages and such, to manually run certain systems like providing a current. But a lot of places saw that as a reach, as them trying to grab for power. And I don't think that went anywhere, except for possibly some spots in the plains of Nilod.
Oh no.
And we are in the kingdom of Ipros, if I read this continent correctly.
That is correct.
Who leads this region? Like the one at the top, at the absolute head?
Well, that would be the Mage King and Mage Queen. We used
I
to have
dislike them already.
we used to have a normal king and queen here, because Adun, the capital, is basically a giant castle with then all the rich people houses in a ring around it, and then all the poor people's houses in a ring around that. Sort of set into tiers with a waterfall that went down to the water that was manually pumped up. But they got deposed shortly after mages took all the power that they could.
That makes sense. Wizard government. Wizards are not meant to govern. Wizards are meant to blow things up by accident and then get in shit from the government, or just become ungovernable. Hmm. Maybe that is what they did on large scale. Never mind. Sorry.
It's quite possible.
I mean, yeah, eventually. Eventually, once there's too many, they have to manage themselves, otherwise they'll all explode.
But uh, I personally have no more questions. I we have we are going to Adun and then to Ting. I think is that what is happening, or are we waiting 2 days for a conversation? I don't feel need to, but that is personal.
God, why
So I
can't
will
I?
leave the choice of how we decide to approach repairing this device to the group. We can either wait for the boat and after the meeting, or we can set out right away across the land.
I will say
Personally,
this. So the meeting, uh, all of us who uh, have Chuck's gifts, the managerial folks of all of the Chucks, we're going to be traveling by mirror to the dead city of Eleno. That's where the meeting's going to be.
oh, where is Eleanor?
Naboria sort of protects it. It's in amongst the Blood Mist Mountains. There's a river that cuts through. It's about halfway down.
I see it there. Okay, all right. What is Saskatchewan? Strange.
I've no idea. It sounds like a terrible, rumpled place to be.
Ooh. It looks very mountainous considering it is right over mountains. Must be very rough place.
Word is it used to be a holy city.
Hmm,
I don't know much about why or how, but that's all that I know.
hmm. Okay, so we have once again narrowed it down to two options. Stick around, go to Dead Holy City to take part in meeting, um, or go out and try and fix terminal.
I mean, if
I
we.
sorry, I was just going
No.
to suggest that we vote again.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Uh.
Mm, I assume you rolled for it.
No,
Oh, sorry, you just
I got an
laughed.
answer for a question I typed about 20 minutes ago. Uh, uh, well, if we wait for the sorry, if we wait for the meeting, we might get more support for going underneath later if that's something we need to do, because we might be able to find out the problems involved with the essentially fixing everything using that terminal, but we would still have to go to a second place after going to that terminal if it works.
Mm, all right, so you vote for heading to meeting.
Yep.
All right. Everyone else.
Honestly, I'm with either.
All right. One abstain. Kylor, which would you like to do?
I do not know enough of this realm to make a astute observation or decision, though I am keen to know what this meeting would entail, especially if it would alter our plans. I would vote for the meeting.
Hmm, all right. I am. Then we will be going to the meeting. Uh, and it will always be good to see a distantly related uncle again. So yes, why not go to meeting?
Are you related to someone who runs a Chuck's?
N- no, I
Hold on a
am
moment.
dis.
No, we're
I
good.
am of I am of relative relation to. So funny thing is, as you can see by pale pallor and strange looking eyes, you can probably tell my heritage is not average. S- Uh, so you see, from what I have been told as youth, my mother was a succubus of some kind, and father was some sort of vampire. During the deed, they were absorbing each other's life force through various means. I have been informed. I do not know why I was informed as such, but sometimes you must learn. Um, but
Anton
in
takes a
any,
long swig from the bottle.
but in the end, I have emerged. And then mother, I believe, dropped me like a sack of potatoes at near magic school. Um, Very good time, I believe. Um, I remember the magic school was very nice. It was just outside of Waterdeep. But in any case, mother is succubus, Tenterni is incubus. He believes we are related. He knows my mother, so he's kind of like uncle. At least he refers to himself as uncle. And well, it is always good to have more family.
I'm trying very hard to not envision what sort of magics are necessary to make a succubus pregnant when they typically cannot carry to term, which is normally what the incubi need mortal females for. So I'm. Don't ask how I know.
What can I say? I am accident.
Your father must have been one hell of a wizard.
Yeah, he was a vampire. He might have been a pretty good wizard. Could have been. I never knew the man.
Somehow, I feel like you might have just been an experimental baby.
As far as I am aware, vampires are also infertile because they're kind of dead.
Well, no, male vampires can get human or mortal women to sometimes carry to term. That's how you get a dampier.
Which is what I am. uh, Look, I have no idea how it happened. All I know is that Uncle, Tenterni Uncle, is.
Right. Well, if
I think
Tenterni,
Succubus.
I
let
am no longer interested in knowing how a demoness got knocked up by an undead. Thank you.
if
He's going to go sip something.
if Tenterni claims that you are his nephew or whatever, then I do not have the strength to naysay him when he could turn me into a pile of ash with a sneeze. If he says you're his
He's
nephew, that's good enough for me.
he's very friendly. He's very friendly. I like him. He's family. It's
Sure. Uh, could you ask him to not burn down any Chuck's establishments? That'd be fantastic.
Oh yes, but if you wish for him to come to meeting, you will want to bring flammable objects, or at least things that you are willing to burn.
I'll make sure that the others are aware of that. Thank you.
At the very least, if he sends an avatar of himself, then that avatar is made of fire, and if that avatar wants to survive long enough to have meaningful conversation, it needs to absorb flammable materials, aka burn them.
That's good to know. I'll make sure the others are aware. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Tyler
uh,
is rubbing his eyes.
I'll go get that registry book for you so you can take it up to Adun. Uh,
Yes. But since we will be in town for a couple days before meeting, do you know of any? Do you know of any small jobs to do around town?
I've got a laundry list of folks with broken furniture, broken glass, broken things that need mending,
All right.
essentially. If you set up in one of the markets, you'll have a steady stream of folks coming by with stuff to repair, depending on the price you charge for doing so.
Oh, Star, I believe you have mending, yes? You can mend
Yeah,
things?
I can also
Wonderful.
duplicate things up to 100 gold pieces.
All right, we will mention that to Old Man Meatstick. He will have use for that.
I can only do it once a day, though.
You just make something out of nothing.
Oh no, I need the materials, like,
Hmm.
but I could basically just skip the entire crafting process in an hour.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, it's only once a day.
All right. Well,
But as I do not have mending. But Star, if you would like to take those jobs to go and make some money, I mean,
I could
all
go
I have
make a
is
store.
hmm, it's
Well, a
yes.
shack, I guess.
I've got
The
a
next time
little
that we
stand
dis-
that you can take.
That'll
the next
work.
time we decide to discuss Tremon's family tree, I'm going to need some very strong booze.
My guess is part human, succubus. That's best of guess.
Anton points at Kylor, lifts his bottle, and takes another long drink.
Carla
You know,
gives a annoying nod.
I really should have had my mentor explain my parentage more to me, but because they were not around, I did not really care. But it might get, considering it may come into play again. Yes.
This city is very strange, where there is not a single job in it that requires muscle. Very strange indeed.
What do you
Wizards,
mean
they
that
just
requires muscle? You mean like a
Guards,
bodyguard?
security.
Well, a lot of folks in the last 2.5 decades, uh, magic sort of became the main means of survival. And there were people selling security systems for homes, magical lights that never go out, alarm systems that scream or make the sounds of dogs barking, or they animated suits of armor. There's they have had a good deal of time working out ways to make sure everyone needs to rely on them.
I can do the infinite glow thing. That one's fun. Costs a lot of ruby powder, though.
Where I'm from, there used to be a kingdom of magi until they attempted to take over all magic in the world and ended up, well, turning themselves into dust.
deserved.
I can only hope that happens here too. But I'm thinking it might take more than the time that's passed for that to happen.
You also don't have a god of magic on this world either.
Mm,
Not yet, but with a little bit of effort, I'm sure one of us will make it.
I think I will keep myself scarce until we are ready to move out. My presence
Uh,
would likely draw attention.
would you like to come with me? I have. Considering I have no really easy way to make money. I'm probably just going to go teach magic to orphans. Well, kind of orphans.
Technically,
I
Thief
think I would.
orphans.
Prothroth was the local god of magic, but he didn't rule over it. It was more like teaching how to use it.
I think I will stay here in the tavern. I might learn a few things about this place in the meantime, and I would prefer not to be left alone for too long.
Understandable.
Oh yeah, Anton, did you need anything? Well, I guess duplicated or just casually created?
No, not that I can think of. Um,
Okay.
we're not. How do I? And then he takes a
Other
long swig and then drops the bottle and goes, we're one of the brewery branches, not one of the arms warehouses.
I mean, well, no, I guess you don't really need that many nails.
No, not really.
So yeah, you're not the woods crafting either, huh?
No.
Oh well. Though I could make metal barrels. Eh,
Would a metal
Semantics.
barrel be any better than a... Wonder how that would make the booze taste if it changes it anyway.
I believe it would depend on metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could use aluminum.
I would have to put in an order for the aluminum, which I can certainly do.
Nope.
No?
It can be any metal, as long as it adds up to the total cost-wise.
Right.
I could basically turn iron into gold, if I really wanted to.
Anton
Just have-
casually considering fraud.
Casually, I'd get competitive about it.
Anton goes,
The limiting factor is the 100 gold piece, rough estimate cost-wise. Because I'm still not quite sure exactly how that works.
so
I'm also not sure
Tapmok-
why I'm limited to that.
Tapmok is a blacksmith city. We have scrap metal galore. It's just a matter of getting it brought down here.
Do you have a mirror?
I only have the one mirror, and it goes to somewhere else.
Oh, it goes somewhere else. So there isn't, I can't just go from here to Pratt to Tabmok.
Well, I mean, you could do that if...
Because technically, all I'd have to do is spend an hour with all of that, and then I could just compress it. As up to 100 gold pieces of it into just kind of like a, less sizable, less heavy 100 gold piece, whatever, and then I can just move it wherever you need.
Considering gold bars...
Oh, it doesn't have to be gold. I can make it back into quality iron if it needs to be.
Well,
Quality,
see,
any metal.
what I'm thinking is, if I can get you scrap metal, can you make it into mithril?
I could, but probably. Well, okay. Yes, but only up to 100 gold pieces of mithril a day.
I'm alright with ending up with a finger-sized piece of mithril if that's what it takes.
Is that how much? How much is 100 gold pieces of mithril size-wise, roughly?
I want to say you'd make about a fist-sized chunk of metal, of mithril specifically. For
Gotcha.
100 gold
I'll
worth.
vaguely gesture to roughly about that size, and it's like about this size, roughly. Would if you got me 100 gold pieces worth.
I can do that. And you know what? We are a brewery, as I said. So we are typically where a lot of the healing potions and the like are sourced from. So I've got... Fortunately, most of our stock was fine when everything lurched like that. So I will trade you 100 gold worth of healing potions if you can get me 100 gold worth of mithril.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, right? Is I can do that per day, so
It's an open offer.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you could somehow source me a pearl
A pearl?
of
I
that
can
worth.
do that, yeah.
Yeah, I just for the first time. Well, yeah, just for the first time, and then the potions, because I need that for some spells.
You have yourself a deal. I'd shake your hand, but I'm not sure if I trust it.
I mean, I can press to digitate it if you need.
No, no.
It's just kind of cold.
Not your hand, mine. Don't worry
Oh.
about it.
Is there something wrong with your hand? I can heal it,
No,
because I know your arm was hurting the other day.
I've been up to my elbows in brews all night. And I don't just mean alcohol.
Like,
Well, like healing potions and others.
oh, I mean, I'm extremely resistant to poisons as far as I can tell, if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, well, all right. I am too, because I am a brewer. But one of the perks of the job, and he offers out a hand
Goes
for a handshake.
Yep. Handshake. Hell
You're
yeah.
resistant to poison, so you get a faint numbing sensation on your fingers, but it fades really quickly.
Very
It's just the residue of whatever it was that he was touching that he seems to be essentially immune to after years and years of working with it.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll be right back here.
All right.
I guess just get me it by the end of today then, and I'll just do that as over the night, kinda. Because I don't imagine you can get it right away, unless you can't get it today at all.
I can get it today. It's just a matter of getting it down here.
Yeah, because I'll
So,
go do the shack thing now.
to which,
Where's the shack?
uh,
Is it already there? Do I have to bring it?
no, I'll get that for you in just a moment.
Yep.
Kylor, you said you were worrying, well, not worrying, but wondering why not a lot of people need muscle for jobs. Well, I've got a job that needs muscle.
Hmm. You have my attention. What is it?
I'm going to send, and then points at the barmaid who is currently sweeping the floor, has been for this entire conversation, and says, I'm going to send Tabitha to go and requisition that scrap metal, as much slag as we can get. I'd appreciate it if you kept her safe.
That I can do.
All right.
From what I've seen, not many people have encountered one such as I in the city, and my size. He looks at the rest of the party, who he literally towers over, and then looks back at Anton. I think my size would deter most fools.
There's also the fact that you've got animalistic features, which I'm not saying is a bad thing or a slight on you, but beast folk have been extinct for, 200 years? 150 years? 170 some odd?
If you see any, even one that looks human but almost serpent with their facial expressions, tell them nothing if they would ask you if a Malazon was here.
I mean, I
No
saw
good
a
will come of it if
fox,
you do.
but I mean, I don't know if that was a beast person.
No, I don't
A, mal-
think she counts.
Oh,
a
I didn't ask
Malazon
what she was.
is what I am. Amongst my people, I can give this much at least. Amongst my people, there is worship towards a demon prince masquerading as a god.
That don't sound
Where
familiar at all. Looks over to where Tremont was and no longer is. Sorry, go on ahead.
amongst my people, worship of serpents is considered paramount. The more serpentine or snake like you appear, the higher your status amongst my people. The ones that they like to use to infiltrate other places are known as purebloods. They appear mostly like you, only with slight serpentine features, slitted eyes, sometimes maybe a lisp, like what I have. Some odd protrusions along the skin, yellowish, almost like scales. If you see any of these, and they ask around for a Superman in the neighborhood, I was never here.
I'm going to choose not to take offense to that, only because you know nothing about the establishments that hold Chuck sign outside their doors.
Color seems to nod at that.
As far as any of the staff here is concerned, any adventurer who passes through the doors of a Chuck's, you fall under our protection.
It's good to know. I will do my best to keep your Tabata well protected from any that would attempt her harm.
Thank you. I am the only one on this establishment that can fight, unfortunately. So, it is appreciated. I mean, strictly among the staff, that is. There was a time when every Chucks were born from a dasher. A dasher is a type of elemental, like a tree elemental sort of thing, that um, was mixed with mimic blood so that it could shift and warp and change and become a building. I think there's only 2 or 3 of them left.
Where I'm from, mimics tend to try and devour you
Oh,
rather
no.
than be an establishment.
No, these ones were wicked smart and loyal to Chuck.
This Chuck, tell me about him. All I know is the name. I know nothing else beyond that.
Chuck were the proprietor of, well, Chuck's, a chain of uh, bars slash adventurer guilds slash inns that, well, used to be 2 to 3 of us on each continent at one point. And he kind of leans back on the stool and says, and there were always a Chuck at them. And Chucks used to be staffed by folks what were running from bad situations. He would take us in and marry us so that anyone who tried to legally get us reclaimed back to our masters if we were running away from them, or spouses that were abusive or forcing us to do things, had no legal recourse to do so because we were already remarried. After Chuck fell, a lot of folks came and reclaimed a bunch of us already anyways. There's only a handful of us who, well, we're actually married to the lad. He was a half-orc, a big, well, he were a handsome lad. Little tiny white tusks, broadly shouldered, and he gestures, and he gets a kind of half grin on his face. He goes, he gave the best hugs. Warm-hearted fellow.
And I will assume he fell during one of these attacks from the moon.
Well, he went with all the other gods and went up through the glory and went out on top above, and they all went off to talk to the moon, attack it. I don't know. But he never came back.
Perhaps we'll find out more as we try and deal with this moon's interference.
I'd appreciate it if you did.
I will consider it a favor for a favor. You're protecting me, so I might as well do a favor for you in turn. And I don't consider simply protecting Tabitha equal to the favor you're giving me.
Well, suppose I should dust off my sword then. And he stands up and kind of brushes himself off and goes, before I return to my quarters and make myself proper presentable, any other questions before I turn you loose?
One more question. You say there was only 24 adventurers across the world now.
Mm-hmm.
Has no one attempted to learn how to fight to ward off evils, or is it pretty much like this everywhere across the world, where it's just magic is what's keeping the cities at bay?
Well, what evils are left? Just the folk. Kingdoms and their politics. Those are the evils you'll find around here.
I'm surprised wars haven't occurred.
I think it's mostly a matter of, when you have a nation run by incredibly powerful mages, and every nation is run by incredibly powerful mages, War tends to less be a matter of sending out armies and more a matter of who flinches first and calls down a rain of meteors across the land.
Plus, there isn't anything to gain anymore because there's nothing left.
It's true.
Perhaps that will change once we start to engage the repairs, as you called it.
I'd be curious as to know how you're going to do that when you finally get it figured out.
Well, I'm
As am I.
I
I
was
will
just
be here at this table.
Okay.
Have Tabitha come fetch me when she is about to head out.
It'll probably only be. She's almost done sweeping up there. It'll probably be just 10 or so minutes. And meanwhile, Star, you are. After about 3 or 4 minutes, Anton leaves and comes back, and he's got this. It's a series of wooden slats that seem to unfold into a foot wide, 2 foot tall, small little stand that you can then like drape a blanket over to give it the illusion of having like uh, a solid front. And he digs out a folding chair, just like a little stool, and he offers these out to you so you can take them and go and run a business.
yippee.
He goes, if I were to give you any advice on where to ply your trade, I would say use the market outside of the walls.
I was actually gonna go there myself. I know a few guys over there. It'll be fine, probably.
Probably wise. And he leaves you to it. Tremon, do you want me to go into detail of what happens while you are at where you have gone to?
Uh, and no, no, no. If anything important occurs,
No,
but
you are well received. That's all.
oh, good. Do I have to make any checks to teach magic to orphans?
I will say make a make an Arcana check.
Hmm. While I'm teaching, I'm also just kind of like refreshing guidance on myself so I don't stumble over my words.
Beautiful.
Just because I can do that,
Absolutely.
and because it'll make me look a bit more mystical if I just have like an icon glowing on the back of my hand
Yeah.
while I'm teaching magic.
Give me an Arcana with a
Okay,
D4.
Arcana, yeah, and a D4. Oh, 1 second. Slash RD4. 26.
Damn. The little girl specifically successfully casts a shield spell. Nobody sees it, but you can sense that it's there.
I, I look at her approvingly, give her a thumbs up.
She doesn't seem to have any idea what she's done.
I am okay. Termont will go over and explain to her what she has just done, and will ensure she knows what she has just done, and ensure she has a book in which she can write down what she just did,
Okay.
so that this is not something that she, forgets to write down and can never cast again. Because wizards are silly that way.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't have a book, we're fucked. Well, I mean,
It's true.
we're not fucked.
Her book
We just can't.
is so her book's pages are made of linen that has been starched and bleached so frequently, so often that it's stiffened into basically pages that were then folded carefully and layered to be like a little tiny notebook that's maybe the size of your hand.
Mm.
And her writing is huge because she's a child.
These are the most dangerous spell books one can come across. Just like when you see it, have you guys have all seen that meme of like
Yeah,
shit.
Wizard rocks up with one of those notebooks from Dollarama.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit. The most unhinged spells are going to be from that book.
Oh yeah, I found it. There it is. Just need to post this just because this is what I'm imagining this child essentially has for all intents and purposes.
Basically, yes.
Well, still, I'm going to absolutely take time to explain what they've done, how to write it down properly, so that they essentially have a nascent spell book.
Okay. You
Well,
notice
or
when
just a spell book.
they copy down a spell, they don't do it like you're writing out a sentence. They do it like they're writing a sentence one letter at a time, and the letter is not always the next letter in sequence.
Does this child have dyslexia?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm going to spend extra time with this child, helping them out,
There.
and also trying to see if this is a a learning disability, or if this is some sort of code they've been taught as a child.
So, make me an investigation check.
Oh boy, I've still got guidance.
You're gonna need it.
I'm going to, yeah, no one sees or hears it, but yeah, time just currently shifts a little.
Interesting that you should do that. Because this time, when the world ticks back a second,
Mm.
similar to the last time, you can see a few feet away is not the same terrain as where you're standing. It is the base of an enormous machine that is ticking slowly. And you can see that it has also ticked back. And there is a man there that you do not recognize. As I swiftly scramble and try and pull up where the fuck I put this guy's picture.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Um,
I see. So there's likely someone who's going to be very upset that there's someone else using time magic here, and they're using it irresponsibly.
okay, it's not any of those ones. Come on, where did I put it?
It's the time police.
Yeah, I'm actually worried about that.
They do exist.
Time police.
Okay, I can't find it in there, but I know I made a thing for
Fucking
it.
David Tennant comes up. Sorry, sorry.
No, I'm just imagining like I just hear the whooshing in a police box. I'm like, fuck, I gotta run.
To interrupt Sam, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. Fuck, I can't find his face. Where did I save his picture? Hold on, I know I sent it to this person. Aha! 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 I found it! You see, this
That
person.
was an incredible evil laugh.
See this fucker. Standing
Oh, I
with his
hate him
hands.
already.
His hands are clasped behind his back as he watches this enormous machine. And as it ticks backwards, it's not he doesn't seem to notice you, but he does his stance changes. His hands shift out from behind his back like, what was that? And he's squinting
Oh,
at the
no.
machine.
Timothy, you son of a bitch!
That's not Timothy, but okay.
I know.
Just saving his
Dad?
picture so I can put it in my notes.
Mhm.
I have saved him under the moniker Time Fucker, but it's
Okay.
fine.
The doctor.
Gonna need one in a few fucking seconds.
Just like, oh no, I've been noticed.
And it doesn't last for very long. It only lasts that 1 second that ticks back. But as it does, he turns slightly and he calls out. And I need you to make me a perception check.
Oh boy. 22 plus a D4.
Excellent. What was the name of your mentor, by the way?
So that's so in funny news, um, Tremont forgot it,
Okay.
but he'd remember it if he heard. But he would remember it if he heard it again.
So when this guy
It's
goes, Silas, it might tickle.
oh yes, just like
I love
just
when
like
an
under my
NPC
breath.
isn't named.
Well, I never gave him a name, and then I thought, I never named him, and then I thought, no, actually that fits. I was in the astral plane for a while.
Where is Chuck's on this map?
Underneath the blue dot.
Where am I on this map?
You are currently also at the blue dot unless you choose to do otherwise.
Ah, fair. Fair. Here I am. Thanks.
Hold on. Let me give you access to the token.
That helps because I definitely did not see a blue dot there.
The Snake Man is currently on the blue dot.
That makes sense.
That's a lot of twinks.
All right.
Also, as for my investigation into the child's writing, after re-rolling, I got a 25.
This is a code.
Oh,
This kid has
It's
the
cipher.
sentence. Yeah, this kid has the sentence in their head correctly.
Mhm.
They're choosing to write it one letter here, one letter there at a time.
that is rather smart. I just give her an appreciative look and just say that is very smart, and then yeah, then just
Oh.
continue on.
So, Sam, when the kid's done, does it look like regular spelling?
It's the letters are not all in the same line.
Okay. Oh, I see. So, like, oh, no, I get it.
So like in like a 3-inch by 3-inch, this sentence is like squiggled out in like one letter here, then you go to this letter over here, that letter there, then that letter there, and it forms the word.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. No, I had something completely different going on in my head, so. Anywho.
So that settles what Tremont is doing. Star, I want you to roll a make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
The higher means you get customers willing to pay more.
Gotcha. Wow. Just double checking some things. Don't mind me.
Your base rate will be 3 silver an hour.
Gotcha. So first of all, we'll just try. Oh, hold on. I should probably not be. There we go. Public. So let's see what it is if I just base roll. Okay.
Hey!
And then, just for giggles, I'm going to use the past knowledge thing to add a d6.
Oh,
So 24 in total.
nice. How many hours are you putting into this?
Damn, Ambrose not even casting guidance on himself.
I'm not. Uh,
A full day's
Well,
work
that's
is usually about 8 hours.
yeah. I was gonna say probably just a full 8 hours because I mean technically Star can just go indefinitely, but I did make an agreement. So what was it roughly time wise when I got here?
I mean, mm, I'd say about 9:30ish, maybe pushing 10 in the morning, because you guys did talk for a fairly long time after breakfast.
All right, I'll work 10 hours then until 7
Okay.
because Star doesn't need sleep. So
What did I say the base rate would be? 3 silver an hour?
3 silver was the base rate. Yes.
Okay. So you said 10 hours.
Yep.
So that would be base, I believe, 3 gold, because I think it's like 10 silver per gold.
10 silver to a gold, yes.
Yeah. I'm like, where's my fucking chart? It's gone.
Bum, bum.
I
So
am your chariot for gold.
beautiful.
Look at off and then up.
You make 7 gold total.
Gotcha.
That's actually pretty good for this level.
And with that high of a roll, you draw upon your past memories to sort of wheel and deal, and your past memories are not typically always friendly to other people,
Yeah, most of the time not.
but even they had people that they loved, that they would joke around with, that they would get in a good mood and banter with. And you kind of hit that stride just perfectly. And for a moment, a brief moment, the anger that simmers, the resentment that burns eternally within that sectioned off part of you, calms a little bit.
All I ended up with is, for a brief moment, you were happy, and then you weren't.
Pretty much. That is pretty much what that comes out to.
Gotcha. After which point, I'll just pack up everything, make sure I've got it all set up, and I'll head on back. I have nothing else specifically planned. I might say hi to the funny shopkeeper with the weird
With the very
thingamabob in the
expensive metal
chest.
thing. Yeah.
Yes.
You notice he's not there,
Oh.
and it looks like his shop has been ransacked.
Oh no. Uh. Yeah, I guess I would like to investigate cautiously for man McSell salesman. I
Man
never got his
salesman.
name, so
Okay. Make me an investigation. You can guidance this if you like, because this is a premeditated roll.
I can't guidance. I don't have
Oh, you
guidance.
don't have guidance. Okay.
No,
That is
I do not.
unfortunate.
Because
Oh,
I
I
fi-
thought you had guidance.
no, because I figured too many people having guidance. That'd be sad and weird.
Oh, so you swapped out your cantrip?
Yeah,
Oh,
All
I
right.
swapped it out for anyway. Sorry. Investigation.
Yes, please. Okay, that's pretty good. There was a fight here. And there was the kind of magic that teleports people. You know this because there are shuffled footsteps that lead in a specific direction that would be the edge of the tent before they just disappear.
Poof. I guess I'll briefly check for the chest that he was finagling with.
It has
And
been physically caved in from the top, and the portion of the ring is not there.
I figured so. Is there anything else of note in the tent that I could see, or no?
There's. So, in the scuffle, I'm going to say that some things probably got knocked off of the shelves before everything got cleared out, basically rolled and taken. With an 18 investigation, I will say you find 6 copper and a coil of rope that is a little unusual. It feels like it's silk, like it's elven, but there's something odd about it.
Okay. I will tuck that away. There's no writing or anything like that that he wrote down anywhere specifically, like as a, help, whatever the shiza.
Doesn't look like it, no.
No weird symbols anywhere. Gotcha. All right. Then I will leave a silent prayer for the man and hope that he is okay. And I will wobble back with the stand in my arm, one arm, basically.
Okay. Fable,
Yes.
what have you spent your day doing?
Um. Honestly, I am gonna go around talking to people.
Okay. Are you fishing
I'm
for
gonna go.
information? Are you trying to promote your cult?
I am spreading my word.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me one of the tenets of your moon cult.
One of the tenets of my moon cult. Give me 1 second here.
I swear to God, if you list out Simon's tragedies and comedies, I will pull him back
Do they
into
know
this
much?
world.
Do they know much about Simon?
Yeah.
No, give me a sec.
I had Simon in a Spelljammer
I think that
campaign
is
with these 3
funny.
guys. He wasn't
Wasn't
actually a
that
god.
Nubbin, not Simon?
Nope, that was Simon who was in the Spelljammer campaign with these 3 specifically.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
And
it was my
Because
wife
I heard
who was.
Spelljammer and I immediately thought about. I immediately thought Nubbin.
yeah,
My wife was the into that.
yeah, Beans' wife. It was fun. He
It
wasn't
was.
actually a god, but he did start a cult.
Oh my goodness. That's Simon for you.
I miss that little dragon in a maid costume. Never forget.
Argonian maid.
No.
I heard that. Somebody caught it. Somebody caught it.
Man, I've read that whole book series. It was very educational. Very annoying to collect all of them, though.
Going around following someone scrubbing up as they're what was it, vomiting radioactive ooze out of themselves, or just sloughing it off because they had become radioactive ooze when they were already an ooze person.
Yeah, I forget who decided to inhale a radioactive isotope
no.
into the fucking plasmoid.
That was Gooby. Gooby decided
That
to
was
do
Gooby.
it on their own.
You're not wrong. And then die in agony of radiation poisoning. Yes, that was a choice. At which point I just kind of decided, that's close enough. You're immortal. Go fix it. And then that dragon put on the maid costume and fixed it.
Oh man, Simon locking himself in the bridge of the Spelljammer, just being like, I don't want any part of any of that bullshit.
Meanwhile, me on the other side of the door. Michael! Don't leave me here!
And I thought the shit that we did with the Time God with Simon and the others was weird.
Nope. Every campaign I have ever brought Simon into has been fucking nuts. Simon was briefly in a one-shot where we got an orb of calamity away from a bridge that it was going to destroy, and it sucked them all up into it, and he used his divine soul sorcerer nonsense to alter the way they were planar shifted, so they ended up in Sigil.
Oh, that's how you got the
Oh.
sigil.
Yeah!
One of the worst
Okay.
places you could go. Oh my god, the city
You
of
mentioned-
doors.
Welcome to the
mentioned
Planescape.
Sigil.
Welcome to the Planescape setting.
Oh no.
The only thing I have to say about that is don't piss off the Lady of Pain.
My coworker apparently like had a long running game where in the Planescape setting where every time their character would die, they would just essentially cycle to a reincarnation,
Yep.
and things just progressively got worse.
Yep.
All
Because
right,
All right, you got a
I
sound.
have one.
Excellent.
I do. It did. Sorry, it took me a minute. I was looking for some things, and then I thought I had some, and then I realized I didn't.
You're good.
But anyway, the first one I think would probably be something along the lines of every slight against you is an opportunity to experiment. I thought you'd like that one.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could play with that one.
Right? Right? And I thought it was quite fitting. Because,
Excellent.
like, that's kind of what the moon does, right?
Yes.
It's just like, oh, you're fucking with me? Well, come find out.
I like that one.
Or I'll find out for you.
Yeah, let's find out together while I sit behind the
Exactly.
safety screen and you don't.
Exactly right. But
Okay.
yeah, every fight against you is an opportunity for experiment.
I love it. That's beautiful. All right.
Thank you.
Every time that you
For
work,
every time.
yeah. Every time you choose to like take an 8-hour chunk to work on your cult, I will ask for another tenant. And over time,
Done.
they will spread.
All right. All right.
Now, the important part, make me I was going to say a deception check, but that is actually something the moon would endorse for the moon cult. So make me a persuasion check.
Persuade. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh,
Oh.
no, remember, you have inspiration.
Thank
it's
God.
a nat 1. Christ. Now do it again. Get another
I
nat
mean, it's
1.
still technically a 10, but
All right.
jeez.
You're not sure how many people are listening to this
Actually,
tenant,
while I was
but nobody's sending guards after you. So you're reaching an audience that is not immediately trying to get you erased,
okay.
which is important.
Does that change anything if I say that technically my roll is an 18 because I cannot roll under 10?
I think if you cannot roll, does that just put you at a base for 10? Or does it make
That
it
makes
a 10?
no, like so it's from a feat that makes it so that on certain things. Yes, Silver Tongue, you are a master at saying the right thing at the right time. When you make a persuasion or deception check, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. So the lowest I can get is an 18.
Beautiful. It does not, unfortunately, change anything. The next threshold was going to
Okay.
be 20, but
Fair enough.
because it was 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, yada, yada, yada. But good thing to note for future. Not doing too terrible.
Yeah, as well as I could expect, honestly.
Yeah. Your words are reaching people's ears.
Mm-hmm. They are listening.
Mm-hmm.
They're not thrown to me. That's
Exactly.
good. Oh, she's gonna be so mad at me when she comes back next week.
2 weeks. Is there
2 weeks.
anything else that you would like to spend your day on?
No, I don't have any money, so I can't buy anything. So I think that'll be it.
Okay. Kylor,
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yes.
you were given a job for the day, which was to escort Tabitha to one or a number of the blacksmiths around.
Yeah, when he heads out, His
How are you
hood is
presenting
folded into
yourself?
his neck, and he has the hood over his head.
Are you trying
He
to be
just he's
intimidating? Are you trying to just be there? Are you trying to be deceptive and keep a little bit of a distance from Tabitha?
oh, he's staying next to Tabitha. He has his arms crossed, and he doesn't say anything. He's pretty much just there to make sure that people don't fuck with her.
Okay. All right. That will make a difference on the so 100 gold worth of slag metal does not look the same between people who upcharge 3 times as much and people who only upcharge twice as much. So your presence there will have an impact on that ratio. Are there any checks that you would like to make to further alter that amount?
Hmm. It's the first time Dima's asked me if I want to make a check to try and alter things. Let me
You
think.
can
Let me see here.
insight to see if she's getting ripped off. You can intimidate to try and sway more one way or another, or persuasion check. Uh, you could sleight a hand to steal. And the world's your oyster. How do you want to do this?
I think for after the first one, I will insight the first one
Okay.
because my persuasion and intimidation is utter garbage. Because I have an 11 charisma with no with no proficiencies. It would be a 0. It would be a flat roll. So let's see what happens when we get insight.
Oh
That'll be a normal.
no!
That'll be a 9.
Remember, you do have you do have inspiration. Should you choose to use it?
You know what? I think the session is getting close to over, so I will use it.
All
So
right.
reel again.
22.
There you go, 22.
People uh know that Tabitha works at Chuck's. And aside from the few who are able to get into Chuck's who are not adventurers, Chuck's does not seem to have a particularly high reputation. These guys are trying to rip her off. And she is nervous. She doesn't have the experienced resignation that Anton tends to portray, like when dealing with people in general. Whereas Anton has seen some shit, even if things are continuously getting crazy. Tabitha has not. She's very nervous. And some of these people that you guys go and talk to, they can tell that. Now, originally they were going to try and charge her 5 times the price. Your very presence that you are intimidating just by being there, being large, silent, arms folded at her side, drops it down to ×4. Is there anything you would like to do? You can try and bolster Tabitha's confidence. You can try and do something to make the merchants less confident. And note, if you can give me, if you can give me a line, like if you can spit a bar of words, that would make a DC easier one way or another if you choose to take a skill check that you are not particularly good at.
So from Kevin's limited experience, he knows that Chuck is regarded probably fairly highly amongst the world for being like problem solvers.
They
The
used to
group
be
that people go
when
to get.
Yeah, they used to be when there were problems to send people out to solve, but there aren't anymore. So they think it's a relic of the past. It's useless. If that makes sense.
The way Kyler will handle this situation is he will essentially see here. I'm taking a look at his color spells because he does have 2 spells,
Ooh.
and I don't think suggestion will work here, unfortunately. So what he's going to do is he's going to quickly look around to see if anyone around looks like they might, because of this, and because that he's a rogue, he knows thieves can't. So that basically means that he knows the language of the underground, right? He's
Okay.
looking to see if any of the folks of the underground are also watching this interaction.
Yes, actually. There's a couple of children who are playing with a ball in an alleyway. Looks like they're playing Red Butt, which is where you throw the ball at the wall and you have to run and hit the wall with your hand before the other kid picks up the ball and throws it and hits the wall.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall.
Yeah.
Tyler does a gesture with his hand, which is thieves can't for robber when he's interacting with this. But he will also lean towards Tabitha and whisper to her that she is being taken advantage of, and he will embolden her to remember that she is under the protection of both Anton and himself,
Okay.
and no one will come to harm her while he is next to her.
Okay. I will say that's taking the help action, so I will give her advantage on her persuasion. Let me just see it. Oh, it just rolled flat, didn't it? Well, we'll see what else we get. Okay. She kind of straightens up a bit, and she haggles him down to 2 times the price. With that roll, that's 2 thresholds cleared. Still not perfectly ideal, but getting anything at cost, even if it's slag, was probably going to be a bit of an ask. So when you indicated robber to the Thieves Guild kids, were you saying this individual, this merchant, is robbing people with his prices, or you're asking them to steal from him?
Yes. He was indicating that this person was overcharging, and he knows very much cities, and he knows that when merchants overcharging, the Thieves Guild gets a little angry about it.
They do indeed.
That's usually when they and that's when they usually start targeting that person.
They do indeed.
And nobody that is not part of nobody who does not understand thieves can't would know that he made that gesture. To them, it just looked like he just made a random hand gesture or just dusted himself off. Because the gesture that he did was he reached up towards his head and he flicked the side of his head 3 times, which is the sign.
Got it. Nice. All right. All that's left is to cart the metal down. You guys are given the option to do so. Tabitha does not seem confident in her strength. She only has a 13 in it. It would take a few trips, but the two of you could do it. She was unwilling to do so alone, however.
He only has 10 strength, but I think what he lacks up in strength, he makes up with body length, so he would probably be able to carry a bit more just because of the sheer amount of
Size of
coils he can use to carry.
Okay. All right. I will say it takes you the rest of the day to get the metal down.
And once he gets back to Chuck's after everything resolved, he will inform Anton that Tabitha did the best that she could, but he will inform him that the merchants were trying to rip them off. And he let interested parties know about it.
Okay. Duly noted. All right. Now I have to make a check
And once he's
for...
done with his job, he literally goes back to his table where he pulls down his hood and he just resumes being the quiet person that he is. It's not him brooding; it's mostly he just doesn't like socializing, so he just keeps to himself.
Perfectly understandable. The day comes to a close. Eventually, everybody makes their way back to Chuck's. Some richer in heart. Others richer in fatigue with how much that they've been moving stuff. And I think this is a good place to call it because we only have like half an hour. You know what? We have half an hour. Let's see what Tremont comes up with for why he's sloshing in.
Tremont once again returns to Chuck soaking wet.
Kyler looks over at Tremont, just into the
Yep.
room, and you see this is the first time where Kyler has actually speaks without being approached. Do we have to get you an umbrella?
No. It is always it is just accident. You know, sometimes you trip, you fall into puddle. Puddle is manhole cover overflowed, and you fall into sewers for a minute. It is fine. It is always fine.
This is the second
Tremont,
time, Tremont, that you have actually fallen into the sewers thinking it was a puddle.
Tremont takes his hat off, and like there's a deluge of water coming from under his hat, and there's a soaked owl underneath it.
What does Tremont smell like? Does Tremont smell like the sewers?
No.
Okay. Good to know.
Uh, if anyone, well, no one's asking, so I'm not gonna say that. No, it is fine. Sometimes areas I have to go through to get to a location are also just a bit damp, you know. And then sometimes you duck into corner to hide from someone in sewers, and then you get covered in a bit of water, and then you clean up smell. But you know, water is no big deal for a moment. Plus, the water lowers body temperature, so they cannot see you easy. Yes, it is fine.
Since this is I'm still new to this person. He looks over at Anton. Does he generally come in here doing that? He points to the mess he just made.
I think this is the second time.
I always clean up after myself. It is no big deal. I am a wizard. It is just also I will be honest. A lot of people tend not to fuck with you if you are walking home looking sad and sopping wet. It turns out that looking like you've already been robbed kind of works for not getting robbed again or assaulted.
Right, but aren't you on good terms with Old Man Meatstick?
Oh, I am, but we are also on bad terms with the stick dealer, I believe. Someone picked fight. Also, there have been a lot of weirdos. There have also been a lot of weirdos going around lately talking about a moon cult. I do not know. It makes me nervous and uncomfortable, and
They
they do
talked
not
about the cult of the new sun.
something like that. They do not approach you if you are sopping wet, and kind of like, you know, they do not want to approach weirdos. Well, I am very good at being weird.
Yeah, Star just finally
Right.
walks in with the wooden tables, essentially. Just
But
casually.
no, do not worry about it. Do not worry about it. Tremont opens his robes and more water kind of like comes out, and like a fish skeleton falls onto the ground. Where did that come from?
Anton holds up one hand like, "Oh, I'm a married man. I don't need to see any of that."
Just the palest, whitest skin you've ever seen, and like dark boxers. And it's like, oh, sorry, I forgot. I am not in proper in his.
Why did you have to do that in the tavern? Normally, people remove the water from their being outside.
Uh, uh, You know, I should have done that. Yes, I should have done that. I apologize, and I just go, just goes back to
Sam.
cleaning up. He's like casting
Does
prestidigitation on
create or
everywhere he's
destroy
been
water
stepping.
work here?
Yes.
All right, problem solved.
Oh, very good. It is also a good way to clean clothing without having to step out of it. I do not like being without clothing.
Kyler goes to the bar and he leans against the bar counter and he's like, Anton, give me something hard to drink.
All right, I've got you. Scotch, whiskey. I've got brandy.
Whiskey will do.
All right.
Can I have
can't do
some?
this sober.
Here, just have the bottle. I understand completely.
He takes the bottle and he waits for Anton to get his own bottle. They clank bottles and then they drink together. Neither of them can do this, Silver.
Yeah, and Anton will
Oh,
look at
oh,
Star and go, What type do you want to try?
Whatever you got. I'm not picky.
Alright.
I haven't tried much.
Gets you a tumbler of vodka.
oh, also, Star, good news. I didn't. I was not chased very far by the ghost this time.
Starts drinking. It just takes like the entire like a good swing of it. Oh, that's good. Star's not pacing themselves.
I also taught the child how to use the shield spell. It will be very useful for them. Well, it's less like I taught them, more like they learned it while I was lecturing, and then I made sure they wrote it down.
That's good. Is it the same kid?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
That's good.
I think I'm pretty sure she is prodigy. She is learning faster than I. She had no
There's
proper
also a
teacher.
pretty high chance that after they got kicked out of their family, whatever the heck, they're probably lying low and pretending that they're not the smartest, and are just kind of learning as much as they can and turning it into experience that they can get back at their family.
Oh yes. Oh, if she ever wants to burn down her old family's house, I am totally with her. Like I'll join that crusade. But then again, that's because we're taking down the bourgeoisie, and I'm completely fine with it.
Hold on.
We'll see.
You're also okay. And Anton
That was a request from Old Man
rubs
Meat
his
Stick.
temples for a moment.
Can I get a refill?
Yes. Puts the bottle of vodka on the counter and goes, I'm sure you're not actually a child. That's what I'm telling myself.
Oh no, I'm 14. As I start,
Oh, it's drinking out of this
as I
regular
start
bottle.
drinking out of the bottle.
You know,
I'm
for
some,
Dragonborn, that's an adult.
I'm somewhere around 90. I don't remember. I was stuck in astral plane for a long time.
I think I'm human. Or chugging.
Sure. I believe that you think you're human.
Well, I mean, my mom was human, my dad was human, I came out as a human, so
Are you positive? And you know they were
I
human and not
mean,
like
it's what I
shapeshifters.
saw when I came out of, down there.
Okay,
And do you remember that?
wish I had something stronger than what I've currently got.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
I do too. Kyler says he takes another swig from the bottle.
There's a reason I was locked in a tower.
Can I just say I do love it when like characters who seem like they're from different genres end up in the same party.
Meanwhile, you just see Fable, both elbows on the table with their fucking chin in their hands, just like staring doe-eyed at you.
like
Kyler is
Fable,
not used to this
Cranston, what-
degree of dumbness from a man.
Sorry, go ahead, Fable.
So the only way he knows how to fix it is to get drunk.
Yeah,
Does Fable
sound plan, really.
Does Fable also want to drink?
Fable is getting all they need from this juicy gossip.
okay, everyone, quickly state the genre you're from.
1930s.
Adult comedy? Adult animated comedy.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay,
I'm trying to figure out if Faroon is fantasy or high fantasy, because it's different based on where in the freaking world you are.
that's true.
I think Chult is high fantasy.
He's not from Trolt, he's from Malatra,
That's true.
which is near Kalimshan.
Right. Way east.
I'm just gonna go to the broad thing and say sword and sorcery. There you go.
Okay. I'm pretty sure like Traman is just from like
The fucking Truman Show. We've gone over this.
no, Traman is from a Seinfeld-esque comedy because he's constantly just wandering in and causing people to want to
Oh my
drink.
god, you're fucking Jerry. Or the fucking the neighbor.
Kramer.
Kramer. Yeah.
Oh my
Yes. Like that fucking bewildered face. I can absolutely see it.
walk in sopping wet, and it's just like, man, you won't believe the day I've had.
Right.
All
But
right.
also, like, the main character from The Last Man on Earth. That's. I feel like that would fit too. For Tramon. Has nobody seen that?
I've seen a bit of Last Man on Earth.
I haven't seen it.
No. Fuck,
And
what's his? He's like one of my favorite actors too.
All right, but I think we will call it on this note.
Yeah.
Will
Oh,
Forte,
God.
that's it.
Just everybody getting fucking drunk because Tremont being Tremont.
Thank you for playing.